Colleen, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. It's all about food and friends. So I'm thinking for side dishes, I'm going to do some Brussels sprouts with bacon. And what are you going to make?
I think I'm going to make my grandmother's famous sweet potato dumpling recipe. Ooh. And of course, some hot whiskeys. It is a holiday after all.
So necessary. So happy Thanksgiving, and let's get to the kitchen.
To make the sweet potato dumplings, you just use a roll of refrigerator biscuits. You can use 1 or 2 rolls depending on how many you want to make. And you're going to flatten it out, just stretch it a little bit, and fill it with mashed sweet potatoes. Tuck your edges in, a little dumpling. You want to line the little dumplings up in a baking pan. And now for what makes these dumplings really special, the sauce. So we've got a cup of butter in here that I've melted, and I'm going to add a 1.5 cups of water and a 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm just using white sugar. You can mix white and brown sugar if you want a richer flavor. You want about 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. You're going to stir that and cook it down on medium heat.
Well, while Colleen is cooking the syrup for the dumplings, we're going to mix ourselves a cocktail. We can drink it while we're cooking, and we can serve it to our guests when they arrive. This is a hot whiskey. We're going to take a lemon, slice it, garnish it with some whole cloves, put a little sugar in your glass, your lemon with your cloves, about 1.5 shots of whiskey, and finish it with hot water.
After you've cooked your syrup for about 5 minutes and all your sugar is dissolved in there, you're just going to pour it right over top of the dumplings. Then we're going to throw it in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes.
Now for my favorite Thanksgiving side dish, Brussels sprouts braised with bacon, garlic, and shallots. Chopped up about 1/2 pound of bacon, about 6 or 7 strips. I'm going to put it into this warm pan, and we're going to cook it until we get some browning and some of the fat starts to come off. So now our bacon is all nice and crisped up with a little bit of fat showing through that we're going to use for our cooking liquid. So I'm just going to strain out the bacon so we can add it later. So now we're going to add the shallots and the bacon, shallots and the garlic to the bacon fat. Got bacon on the mind. There's about 1 large shallot and about 6 cloves of garlic. We're going to brown this up and wait till the shallots get translucent. Then we're going to add the Brussels sprouts, the little baby cabbages. But first we have to clean them off. Cut off the hard end, cut it in half. Now we have the garlic and the shallots in our pot, and it smells like a dream. We're going to add the Brussels sprouts. This is about 2 pounds of Brussels sprouts. Stir them to combine. This is about medium heat, and let them sit for about 2 to 4 minutes. I'm going to add some broth, about 3/4 cup. Starting to get some brown there on our Brussels sprouts. Now that your bacon is combined, you can cover these little babies until they are tender and ready to serve. So I'm sure you're hungry, I know I am. We're going to just salt and pepper to taste, refresh our hot whiskeys.
I pulled the dumplings out of the oven, they're all browned and tasty. So let's carve the bird and make some gravy, and happy Thanksgiving.
Cheers.